I don't drink soda. Garfield Down Under. Action.
Garfield Down Under. Wait, did we change the name of the show?
We're not filming Garfield Down Under.
No, we're doing. This is Natural Habitat. No, this is Natural Habitat podcast.
Oh shit!
I told you.
I thought we were doing Garfield Down Under, man. We talked about this, didn't we?
We did talk about doing that, but this isn't that. We haven't set that in stone yet.
My bad.
We're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to just.
We could change it in post.
Yeah. We'll fix it.
We could do that. Countdown. Should we do?
Do we do a countdown still?
I don't know. I feel like we're probably approaching a new season, it feels like.
It definitely does.
And we're going to get rid of the countdown, so we should probably get used to just not doing a countdown. Sounds good. We did the snap. We did the
snap. We said action, right?
I said action. I don't think you said... No? You said Garfield Down Under. You probably said action.
I'm sure.
Now that I think about it. Thank you for tuning into the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name is Outsmart.
Computer's here. Smart Plug is here. Free Candy's up north. Free Candy, say hello, bud.
Free Candy, can you hear me, mate?
He can hear us.
Okay.
I think we're probably going to get rid of that, too, in the next season.
Yeah, it's tiresome.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot to plug this light on the table on. All right. You know what that means? Yo, thank you for tuning into the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name is Awesome Ty.
Free Candy is up north in Canada. Our Canadian...
And my name is Satchmo.
What the fuck is that?
My name is Satchmo. I'm sorry, guys. Satchmo.
Satchmo?
I told you this isn't how we're going to introduce you, all right? You can't just pop out of nowhere. This is Satchmo, guys.
Hey,
I'm really sorry about this. I tried to tell him he had to stay in the car, but I mean, he just doesn't listen. Yep. So, my name's Satchmo.
Hey, Satchmo, how are you?
I think he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing good. He looks like he's a little fidgety. Looks maybe a little grindy in the teeth area.
He may have ingested some sort of drugs. I don't know. I haven't been with him all day.
All right. Well, I assume Jerry was going to tell me about this, but Jerry forgot to mention Satchmo.
My name is Satchmo.
How do you remember that?
I don't, honestly. I'm learning this, right along with you guys. This is the first time I've ever been around Satchmo.
But you told him to wait in the car.
Well, now you're contradicting me.
Oh yeah, probably his car or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Mikey Ty, Free Candies in Canada. We got Satchmo.
Satchmo is here. He's here with us.
We got Smart Plug. We got Computer. Computer, say hello. Computer, say hello.
Computer, say hello.
All right.
I think Computer's a little bit jealous of Satchmo's presence.
Yeah,
here.
I don't think Computer wants
Satchmo, you just go back down under the table until we get things started, all right? And I'll cue you in as to when you can pop up.
Let us warm up the show a little bit, and then we'll do a segment with you, okay? For sure.
Sorry about that, guys.
Does Satchmo have anything to do with Garfield Down Under?
No, absolutely not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm definitely sure.
If I were to look up in my computer the screenplay for Garfield Down Under, which I have.
I mean, you've got Garfield and Odie and Nermal and John, but I don't think there's a Satchmo, to my knowledge, in the Garfield universe.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us on this episode. I'm proud to say that I'm back in slides. I'm back in socks and slides.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna have a good episode then.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good ep. It's a nice, good vibe right now.
Yeah. I mean, Satchmo kind of ruined it for me, but
yeah. Well, I think that in the right time and place, Satchmo is going to be
absolutely in a
addition.
very limited role.
Yeah. We'll have a segment, a Satchmo segment. But we want to just have a nice organic podcast and conversation while we still can, because times are changing.
Times are a-changing, as Bob Dylan once said.
Times are a-changing quickly, and one of the sneakiest news stories, because it wasn't really announced formally, it was just released on an X post. What do you call is it still a tweet?
I don't know. That's a good question. Or maybe it's just an X.
An X?
You X and on X.
Oh, yeah, you X on X.
You X on it.
Oh, I'm sinking. We traded chairs, guys. We traded chairs, and I'm sinking now. And whoa. I didn't even know the chair went this low.
Yeah, it's bizarre, huh?
Yeah, it's like bizarre. It's how bizarre.
Yeah, how bizarre.
There we go. So it happened when I leaned back. I did a laugh. I did like a belly laugh.
Yeah.
And I went, ho.
Yep, you began to sink.
And I leaned back and I sunk.
It's like quicksand.
So another thing that you might notice, keen, savvy viewers of the show, we traded chairs.
We switched chairs.
Last week there was a dipping that was happening.
There was a little bit of a sinking, and it just really started bothering me. So Mikey was gracious enough to swap chairs for this episode, and he's kind of feeling what I've been going through.
I
for
immediately,
weeks now.
4 minutes in, started experiencing this dipping and this sinking. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little resituation here. I'm going to go ahead and adjust my posture, fix my microphone stand, and I think this will be good. As long as I lean forward and I don't visually act out a laugh.
Yeah,
I could laugh a lot.
That. You're going to want to just be perfectly still, and if possible, maybe not put all your weight down on the chair. Just kind of kind of squat above the chair,
like a hover, like I'm peeing in a porta potty.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm a girl,
yes,
because I would be sitting down. I should have said pooping, and then I exposed that I sit down when I pee, and now that's canon. So great.
There's no shame in it. I mean. You might be ostracized by your peers a bit, but I mean, as long as you're good with that, who cares what I think?
As long as I'm good with being ostracized by my peers.
By your peers, but yeah,
I don't know if I'm good with that.
Oh,
I don't know if.
Oh, then you shouldn't have said that.
We could cut it out, Jerry. We can cut that out. Jerry's also here. He said that he wanted me to start introducing him for some reason.
No, I think that's unnecessary. Everybody knows Jerry's here. I mean, he hasn't done anything positive to warrant the introduction. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, Jerry should be swept under the rug. I mean, he's...
Yeah, I think that there should probably be less mention of
Jerry. 100%.
Like, when you listen to any other podcast, you don't hear anything about the people that are behind the scenes.
No, nor should you.
Unless
I mean, this, we're the stars of the show here. We're the ones on camera.
Yeah.
Like, what do you care about this asshole over here in the control room?
Mm-hmm. We're giving you a smart plug. And free candy and
Satchmo,
yeah. So one of the big pieces of news that nobody was talking about because it was only released as a X on X is that the human trials of the Neurolink have started.
Mm-hmm. So they've put this microchip, presumably, is what I'm picturing. They've injected it into someone's body, maybe in their brain. Like they stuck this chip in this person's brain, and now Elon Musk is controlling them with a remote control.
Yeah.
Like a big RC car remote control that has like a telescoping antenna.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I'm picturing. Musk is sitting, in some sort of like Castle Grayskull type sinister
like
castle.
A layer inside of a volcano
yes,
or
and
something.
he's having this guinea pig do his bidding via RC control.
I believe it, but what it is they cut a hole in your skull all the way down to the brain.
You just drill it? You think they drill, or do you think they use like
saw
a chisel?
Maybe they chisel it.
Okay, yeah.
But they cut it, and it's like the size of a quarter.
Oh, wow. So it's a big hole.
It's a big hole.
Yeah.
But don't even worry about the hole.
Do they patch it up or like weld it shut?
Don't worry about
Maybe
the hole
like
because it's going to get patched with a quarter size machine, which is the Neuralink itself. So it's this quarter size plug that goes surgically implanted into your skull. It heals. They put the skin back over. It heals up. It fuses into the bone. Then they have a robot that inserts these microscopic threads into your brain. So, like a human hand can't do it. Like an old doctor wouldn't be able to go in there and slide the fucking things into your brain. But a
new doctor.
New doctor could. And the new doctor is robot. So this robot works with these nano threads, puts them into your brain, and gets them right up against certain, like what's the word?
Right frontal lobal quadriceps.
Yeah, the right like synapses and brain.
Some nerd word.
Yeah, the things that go off, and that way when certain parts of the brain are stimulated, like when you think about certain things or do certain actions, then it'll tell the machine that part of the brain is going off, and then it'll send that signal to whatever it is that you're connected to, whether it be your cell phone or it be bionic legs. So this is the future of robots are fusing with people, and it's going to get to the point probably pretty soon to where you could just think of something and it'll give you the results from the internet and the answer to whatever you're thinking of.
I think that's what we're all optimistic about. Like, I think potentially there's potential for something far more sinister, and especially considering we've got Elon Musk at the helm of this. He's, basically this almost at this point like caricature of a supervillain whose intentions.
Yeah, we just talked about his evil lair that he was in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It all seems a little fishy to me, a little dark and potentially troublesome.
Yeah, I think that.
I think there's a large margin for error.
Yeah, and what are the chances that this thing could get hacked and then someone has control of?
It's basically like a sleeper cell, right? Like the Manchurian Candidate, and then all of a sudden someone gets a hold of this RC control and starts, using it for their own bidding. All of a sudden, you've got these basically like puppets, people being controlled, and they're doing God only knows what.
Yeah, and I think that people are gonna kind of hand themselves over to that army, because they're going to want upgrades. You'll be able to do bodily upgrades. Say, like, if you got arms, they're dumb, stupid human arms. They got blood in them.
Cut your arms right off, and you put on some new Neurolink arms.
I was going to work up to that.
Oh, sorry.
And you put the new Neurolink arms on. You got arms like Jax from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, yep, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
you're swinging,
silver,
punching through concrete.
You're smashing things. I mean,
you don't have to go to the gym at all. You got huge arms.
And
so
why not take it one step further? You just cut the head right off. You put your Neuralink controlled head onto just like I'm picturing like a
spider, like a robotic spider,
like the way Krang was in that giant robot body.
Yeah,
and like your head's in the stomach like Krang was, and then you're just in this enormous 8-foot sentinel.
I like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it really could go a lot of places, and that's what people are going to be modifying their bodies and upgrading themselves and making themselves more powerful and strong and resilient. And then when they hack you and flip you over to do their bidding, you already have all the upgrades. They don't have to pay for it. You paid for it. So they don't have to take your dumb human arms and put robot arms on them.
Right. They're going to let you turn yourself into a freak on your own dime, and then once you've successfully done it, they're going to take control and get behind the wheel. Yeah.
So
that's real exciting.
And that's something that we want to do in our next season, is have it be the last season, because we're going to get Neuralinks, obviously.
Yeah, of course. Who isn't?
And we want to do the last season where we have an organic podcast.
Yeah.
Where we're just pulling stuff from our brains as fast as we could type stuff on the internet, This is an analog podcast.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be passé by as soon as next month, even.
You think that soon?
I think it's going to be that soon. I think this thing's just going to snowball, and they're going to be herding us in like cattle, and just popping in these Neuralinks at a tremendous rate, like almost like a conveyor belt. They'll have us on just like a big conveyor belt, and it's like a factory assembly line, and they're just pop.
Like at a certain point, it's going to be like it's not going to be fair. You're going to have way more of an advantage if you have the Neuralink over not having it. And they want people to have it so they can control you. So there's going to be programs where they'll give it out, like a Medi-Cal type.
Yeah, it's going to be like Obama phone, right? There's going to be like little kiosks set up in the shopping malls, and like people in the Walmart parking lot with like a little pop-up tent.
Yeah. and they'll implant them right there.
Right then and there. Very little training is going to go into
No.
it.
And this is like the exponential growth of technology is too quick, like, and it speeds up every time that they step up to the next thing, or that AI learns something. It goes faster and faster.
It's like how fast ChatGPT is progressing.
Yeah.
We're on like what, version 5 now, and it can pretty much do everything.
Yeah, it can do it all. And like the first Nokia phone, which came out like in our lifetimes, and there was a time when like people had that as their real phone.
Yeah, those little brick phones.
Yeah, a little brick phone. You could play
Snake on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember Snake came out, and that was revolutionary.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, it's not just a phone anymore. It's a phone and also like a LCD video game.
And you could play Snake like in full color in like 3D, and also do everything else on your phone.
SMS texting.
Yeah, you could do that. And just like in just 20 years, it went from the Nokia phone to, maybe, is it longer than that? Computer, when did the first Nokia phone come out?
The Nokia 1011, released in 1992, was the first Nokia phone.
No.
So 30 years?
First mass-produced GSM phone and started the long Nokia phone line.
Computer, stop. So 30 years, it went from the Nokia phone, which was bullshit, to
now you've got these iPhones.
Yeah. And that same thing is going to happen with AI and with the Neurolink and shit, but at a way quicker rate. It's going to be like, 3 years instead of 30 years.
Yeah.
So next month, maybe.
We're going 0 to 100 real quick. Real fucking quick.
Yep.
0 to 100
and I'm ready.
real quick.
I'm ready to get linked up, is what they call it. I wanted to do I watched this channel called Mexican Dads Try. It's actually called Papas, but it's a series called Mexican Dads Try. Have you heard of this?
No, I haven't.
So it'll be a few dads,
I'm a dad.
Yeah.
I'm not Mexican.
Well, they're loose with the Mexicanness of the dads. Some of them are.
Is it like a mentality then, more so than like a?
Sometimes
This feels kind of racist. Are we going?
It's
down
not.
like
It's not.
No. Okay.
And they try things, usually foods, and or candies, or try sour stuff, shit like that. Try Taco
yeah.
Bell.
I've seen like British people trying American snack foods.
Same thing, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So they have Mexican dads try, Mexican moms try. They have British high schoolers try. And I want to do something like that we could clip, and we can make it look like we are a guys try.
What kind of guys would we be though? Like, it can't just be guys try. Like, we'd have to stereotype ourselves.
We'd have to be a certain type of guy.
Like, what kind of guys would we? Sound off below. Let us know what kind of guys are we?
Yeah, if we were to be a try channel where we try stuff, what kind of guys will we be?
I mean, because like white guys is too broad, right?
Yeah, can't do white guys. Yeah, I don't know. But I want to do that, and I think that that's something that we should plan on.
I'm on board with that. I like trying things. I like trying
Yeah?
new things. I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm going to like everything I try.
So we could hop on the Taco Bell app. We could get 2 of everything up the menu.
But I mean, like, I've already eaten 2 of everything on the Taco Bell app. Like, we need to try something that we've never had before, right?
No, but we got to try. We got to try it on the show. We've never eaten it on Try Guys.
Huh? Yeah?
Which Try Guys is a thing, so we can't call it Try Guys.
Oh, shit.
That's already a thing. We haven't eaten it on Guys Try. So they do that a lot in Mexican Dads Try, where they've had it. They're like, oh yeah, I've had a chalupa. I like the chalupa. This is what I get. But then sometimes they're like, what is this? I've never heard of this. So we could do a little mix. Maybe we could.
No, are you dead set on Taco Bell?
No.
I mean, like, there's a lot of food out there. Like, what if we tried like Indian food?
Oh yeah, we could try Indian food.
I've never had Indian food. I've never
Chicken
had
tikka masala.
Ethiopian food. No, I've heard of these things,
Yeah,
but I've never tried them. To be honest, I don't particularly want to, but sometimes that's the fun of it, right?
there's things called samosas.
You got to get outside of your comfort zone and try these ethnic foods, and who's better to try stuff than us guys?
So tell us what kind of guys we are. Tell us what we should try, and that was really it for that segment.
Okay.
Next up on the notes, we have big news.
Big news.
Big ass news. You, as previously mentioned, are a dad.
I'm a dad.
And you've recently been upgraded to coach dad.
Yeah, yes.
/ dad coach.
Yeah, baseball coach even.
Baseball coach.
T-ball coach. I've volunteered to coach my son's T-ball team, which means kind of now that I'm, not just like a regular dad and like a podcast host, I'm kind of like, I'm a T-ball coach. I feel like I have to kind of clean up my image a bit. You know what I mean? Like certain things that maybe I've said on here aren't going to fly going forward. Because
just like when Matt became a fireman and he was like, dude, you have to take that down.
You have to delete all this. We're going to have to just delete the past.
My chief's going to see this.
200 episodes. Maybe we'll have Jerry go back and just censor some of the things that I've said, some of the offensive things I've said.
Yeah, we could do that.
But moving forward, obviously, I'm going to have to be a little more careful with my tongue.
You have to present
myself,
in a respectable
fashion. Because
I
mean, I'm a role model now to not just my own children, but other people's 3 and 4-year-old children.
Yeah, how many kids are on the team?
There's like 10 or something. I don't know.
That's a lot of kids.
That's a good amount of kids. Yeah.
So you upgraded to coach, and I imagine that you're head coach.
No, I'm not head coach. I'm assistant coach right now.
Soon to be head coach.
Yeah.
Because there could be some sort of accident or something.
Accidents happen, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm next in line. Should Coach Brad ever, for whatever reason, can't fulfill his coaching duties, I'm right there. I'm right there, ready to take things over. I'm kind of like the Kamala Harris to his Joe Biden.
Okay, I like that. So what I want to do, since you are dad coach, I want to test your skills.
Oh, okay.
And I want to give you a baseball pop quiz.
Sock it to me.
Pop fly quiz.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's a baseball tournament, a pop fly.
Okay, yeah. So that's right.
I'm already...
First one, you're one. So let's see. We'll do baseball quizzes, trivias, and games. How about that?
It sounds perfect.
So, hold on now. Here, buy some time.
Yeah, so
tell me the history of baseball.
Well, I was going to bring out Satchmo. The history of baseball, it started back like...
have Satchmo tell us the history of baseball. This is a good Satchmo segment. So, we want to bring Satchmo back out here.
Bring you out.
Okay,
and be cool.
Tell everyone the history of baseball.
Baseball was started in the 1980s by Pete Rose. No, Satchmo, I don't think that's true. Pete Rose was a baseball player in the 70s and a coach in the 80s possibly, and then he was banned from the league for gambling, which is something I'm going to teach my children and these other children that gambling, you don't have to gamble and you don't have to bet on these games in order to have fun. That's not what it's all about. It's not about making money. It's not about hustling. It's about, just getting out there and being sportsmanlike and so Satchmo, I think you've got that a little mixed up here. You got this quiz ready or what? Because Satchmo, he's crashing and burning right now. Satchmo, you go back. We'll bring you out again sometime, bud. Sorry about that, guys. Like, I really, I was reluctant to have Satchmo come on board. It was really like more of a Jerry thing.
I don't know why it's like every time that I go to this, here's a link to the results from the quiz. Here you could find part 2. If you didn't, I don't know what the problem is, but it's not giving me an actual quiz. It just keeps telling me about quizzes. Okay, what is your age?
Satchmo, not you. My age is, I'm not saying my age. I'm in my early 30s.
Okay, hold on.
I'm in my early. He's 30. Satchmo. Chill.
This isn't a very good quiz.
I feel like we should have had the quiz ready.
Yeah, well, this was like a thing that I was. Oh wait, okay, hold on. This actually makes sense now. So what it is you're supposed to put in your age, which is 25 to 39. What is your primary current relationship with baseball? You're a coach.
I'm a coach. I'm an assistant coach.
Have you ever umpired before?
No, never.
No. Have you ever looked up a specific rule in a rule book as a result of an in-game event?
Absolutely not.
No. What level of ball do you think you understand the best? Little
T-ball.
league, middle school, so little league or
Little
equivalent?
League. Little League, yeah.
How well do you believe you know the rules of baseball?
Not well at all.
So we'll do a 3 out of 7.
Sure.
How many years did you play organized baseball?
I've never played baseball.
0 years. Okay, next. Now we submit, and then it gives you... All right, here we go. Scenario. You ready for the scenario?
Yeah.
What's the scenario? According to the official lineup card, Miller is batting first, and Jones is batting second.
Is this going to be like a who's on
No,
first type bit?
I don't
Should
think
we do
so.
the
I
who's
don't
on
think
first?
so.
Okay.
Miller is batting first, and Jones is batting second.
No, these are last names, right?
Yes.
It's not like a...
It could be a guy named Miller and a guy named Jones. Or kids. Kids have weird names now, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a kid named
but they mostly end
Cardinal.
with Den.
Carden. So Milden and Jonesden are batting second. In the top of the first inning, Miller should be hitting, but instead, Jones comes up to bat. After 2 pitches, the count is 1-1. The defenses notice and tell the umpire. What is the ruling? Miller comes up to count with the 1-1. Miller is declared out. Jones is declared out. Or Miller comes up to bat with a clear slate.
I'm not sure.
Do you want to guess A, B, C, or D?
Satchmo, no.
What did he say?
Satchmo said that it would be ruled a bogey. I don't think that's right, though.
A bogey?
A bogey. Satchmo,
That's
it's not
a golf
bogey.
term.
It's a golf term, Satchmo.
Yeah, bogey's a golf thing, I think.
Yeah.
What do you-
Satchmo, go away.
What do you say?
I say it's that they rule it. They rule it out. I say
They rule
you're
it out?
you're out of here. You say you're out of here, and then they do this thumb thing, like a thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Let's see. You're right, dude. You got it. You're a
out of
coach.
here. So, yep.
You're a coach. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
So, I just wanted to, give you your flowers.
I feel like
On
I've
that
earned my wings now.
Mm-hmm.
My coaching wings.
Like isn't that like a baseball team? The Wings, the Red Wings.
No, that's a hockey team.
Yeah, I'm thinking Red Wings. Are you coaching hockey at all?
No, I don't think we have hockey around here or California. There's not really youth hockey.
Yeah,
There's roller hockey, I think, still.
that would be a cool thing if we should open up a ice hockey rink. Right.
How would we do that?
So we get a business, a cold one that's like a warehouse type environment where everything's metal and cold and stuff. What do you think?
I think that sounds unrealistic.
What's
Satchmo, that's a negative attitude, all right? Like we don't put down each other's ideas here.
Because like there's some places that are like big metal buildings with no insulation, and those will get really cold at night, and then they stay cold all day.
But where would you get the funding for that?
You get
Satchmo, okay, we'll take out a small business loan, Satchmo. I don't like your negative attitude here. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
Crowdsource it.
So we build this ice skating rink. We could have lovers and the neighborhood youth come out and skate in it, and then we could also provide it as like a league area for leagues to play, and then have the kids play there for free. So the schools come, they play there for free. The parents come to see the games. They go, wow, this would be cool. We should come on Saturday. We should do our adult ice skating league here.
The insurance for that would be sky high. You'd never afford Satchmo.
No,
Satchmo, get out of here.
he's kind of right though. There'd be a lot of liability.
Yeah, I just don't think it's feasible.
No. Well, somebody should do that.
Somebody definitely should.
Yeah, that would be cool because I would go to it.
Remember we had Skatemore here? It was like a
Skatemore was cool.
yeah,
Little skating rink.
yeah.
Is it still there?
No, it's not. And then we had Flippos, which is like an even cooler one. You remember that one?
Yeah, was that in Morro Bay?
That was in Morro Bay. The listeners have no idea what we're talking about. We're talking about roller skating rinks in our local area. Rinks. All right.
Yeah. So something else that I wanted to talk about before we got to the meat of this episode.
I feel like Satchmo is really just throwing our rhythm off.
He'll learn, At the beginning, it's a little clunky. It's like jumping rope.
Yeah, it's like how Smart Plug came in here and said all those racist things.
Yeah,
first
he
episode.
said some wild shit.
Now he's chill.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, we had to mute him, but still, I mean, he hasn't been a problem.
He's unable to talk, and we still get a transcript of what he says.
Yeah,
we know. It's still wild.
We know what he's thinking.
Yeah, but it's better. It's not as bad. But before we get into the chunk of the episode, which is the greatness.
Oh yeah, yes.
Taylor Swift. Are you familiar with Taylor Swift?
I've heard of Taylor Swift. Now she's a football player, correct?
She's not a football player. She's a football fan.
So football. See, I'm a football fan.
So her and you are the same.
Yeah, but I've never met her.
She is a performing arts artist.
She's like a
singer, songwriter. Plays.
She rap.
Plays rap.
She rap, sings.
Yeah, she plays rap and sings. Because rappers, they do slow songs too.
Yeah.
So you might have heard some of her slow stuff. She, did you hear that Pitbull song that he dropped with Dolly Parton?
No.
Pitbull dropped a song with Dolly Parton, and you know how he says Dolly all the time?
No.
So Pitbull said, so it's like a joke around our house that we talk about how great Pitbull is, where I've heard maybe 2 Pitbull songs in my life.
Everybody loves Pitbull, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just a beloved pop culture icon.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305.
Mr. 805.
305.
805.
Okay, well, he's wherever, he goes where he wants.
He's where you are.
He's got hoes in different areas.
Yeah, and he's in your heart. He's like Jesus. He's everywhere. So Pitbull did a song with Dolly Parton. He always says Dolly, like Dale is how it's spelled.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think that's like a Spanish word.
Mm-hmm. And in the Dolly Parton song that he did, he goes, hit him, Dolly, Dolly.
And was that the whole purpose of the song, so he could do that bit?
Mm-hmm. I think he only did that for the Dolly bit. So he's doing God's work out there.
Yeah.
Not like the greatness.
No, Pitbull, like the greatness, are just on complete opposite ends of the spectrum, whereas Pitbull is greatness.
He is
greatness is, he's not great.
No, he's
not
a dog.
great at all. Yeah.
Like Pitbull.
Yeah, yep.
But somewhere in the middle right there is the female Pitbull, which is Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
And she recently started dating a football player.
Yeah.
And she brought a whole giant crowd to the NFL who never watched football, is now watching it because Taylor Swift is at all the games, and there's this whole thing with her boyfriend. He becomes, way more famous than ever.
It's Travis Kelce from the Chiefs. It's my favorite team. The Chiefs are your favorite team?
The Chiefs?
The Chiefs are your favorite team? Are you kidding me? This is a Raider fan podcast. Satchmo,
I don't know if it is.
You're really running thin on me. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah, and what are the odds that she starts dating this guy from the Chiefs, and then they just happen to win the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, it's all a conspiracy.
Yeah, it's all orchestrated.
The boyfriend, Travis Kelce, he's a spokesman for Pfizer and the coronavirus vaccine.
Is he really? Did he get the jab?
He got the jab, and there's a commercial where he's telling people to get the jab.
And he goes, "Hey, get jabbed."
And it's Biden, pulling the puppet strings on this Taylor Swift and Travis
Biden's
Kelce.
behind the Taylor
Biden's
Swift thing?
behind it all. Yeah, Biden's
Okay.
behind everything negative right now, man.
So Taylor Swift is being canceled on a level that's unheard of. Okay. So if you look up Taylor Swift canceled, there's no articles saying that she's canceled. You won't see any TikTokers or YouTubers talking about it.
No, it's like an underground canceled. It's like an underground, like remember, like how you would hear about like bands before you saw them like on the mainstream. And you would kind of feel like, oh, like I know something that everybody else doesn't know.
Yeah, you'd be like, something's fucked up here.
Yeah.
And then later it comes out. So I have a friend and he has a daughter, 9 years old, super into Taylor Swift theme, birthday party, everything's Taylor Swift all the time. She threw away her Taylor Swift Eras shirt. She canceled her Taylor Swift party decorations order.
Because of Biden?
Because Taylor Swift chugged a beer.
Oh, yeah.
And is hanging out with Ice Spice, who is a known devil worshiper.
And Lana Del Rey, who, I mean, like, I don't know much about Lana Del Rey, but it seems like she might be something of a floozy herself. So
sounds like a sus name,
Yep.
And this 9-year-old who loved Taylor Swift is like, she's drinking, chugging beers.
She's setting a bad example for today's youth.
Worshippers. I think she's going down the wrong path, and I don't want to be involved. And I feel like a lot of people are doing that right now, and on a level that's not being talked about on Reddit or YouTube, because it's the kids that love her, and those are the ones that are streaming it and making her like the most streamed artist or whatever, So
that's really unfortunate. You hate to see a good role model kind of go down the path of evil.
Travis Kelce?
No, Travis Kelce's a horrible role model. Travis Kelce's a Kansas City Chief, and we, like, that doesn't get any worse than that.
Oh, we're against that.
Oh yeah, we're definitely against the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, like,
okay, I didn't know.
Yeah.
So, we recently saw on our algorithm on YouTube a new song with Violent J of the Insane Clown Posse. And, Ty and I, we don't really talk about it as much nowadays, but we are juggalos. Yeah, we did grow up in a juggalo lifestyle.
Like once a juggalo, always a juggalo.
I think it's legally
for
that's
better
the thing.
Or worse. You can't really get away from it.
Yeah, it's too late. So I think you're obligated to be down until you're dead in the ground. That's like the whole thing. Blood in, blood out.
Down with the clown.
Yeah, down with the clown.
Why do you sound like a bad version of Yoda?
Yeah, it is very Yoda.
I thought he was supposed to have like a Spanish accent, honestly.
Who, Pacmo?
Satchmo.
I was close, though. Pacmo was closer than the other one.
Pacmo's a good name.
But what was I talking about?
Greatness and ICP. And
yeah.
ICP shared a new music video that has one of the guys from ICP along with Vanilla Ice. So everybody, I guess today's baby. Children probably don't know who Vanilla Ice is, but like millennials and older all know who Vanilla Ice is. He was a very famous rapper in the very early 90s. And there was this mystery guy who I had no idea who he was. He kind of looked silly. He kind of looked like just like a caricature of like a juggalo. So I did a little research about this guy. Not research. I went to his Instagram page and I saw that he's some sort of
a scam artist.
Scam artist, yeah, basically, in lack of better terms.
He's one of those guys that's like, text me on this number, join my thing. I'll potentially give you money.
Yeah, it seems to be some sort of like religious thing. He's almost like a Joel Osteen meets a juggalo. He's like the juggalo
Steen, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much the Cash App scam. You know how you see like in text form the Cash App scam that's like, hey, I'm blessing people. Give me your Cash App. I'm gonna bless you with $1,000.
I'm gonna bless you. I'm gonna send you some free money. Like
just for fun.
Just because the Lord wants me to.
And it's that, but in video form, long form video form. And with God involved.
Yeah, they call it prosperity preaching, I want to say is what they call it.
Uh-huh.
And So yeah, we started digging into this guy, and the deeper you dig, the more suspect it becomes. So we ended up finding some information about him on Reddit.
Yeah, we found out that there's a lot of different pages that a good chunk of them seem to be ran by him at one point or another. He changes his name a lot. The Real Greatness, The Greatness, Real Greatness.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm assuming he's constantly being exposed as this fraud.
Yeah,
and then kind of has to
getting
move
his pages
on.
reported. And
it's
shit.
like in the olden days before the internet, this guy would be going from town to town scamming like people at a church or something like that.
Yeah, you got a new batch of people.
Yeah,
and he makes all these like weird cheesy videos giving out money. And then whenever people are like, oh, I got scammed, he screwed me over. Because the whole thing is you buy merch from him, from his website, which is some ghetto WordPress website. And the pictures don't even load on like the shirts. So you don't even know what you're buying. You buy the merch, and if you spend $200, then you get a chance of winning 2,000 greatness bucks.
Greatness bucks are his own form of currency?
Well, no, apparently it's $2,000 or more because he has a lot of videos of him packing up orders and he's stuffing money in the
see,
bags.
that was the first thing I saw of the guy, or the first video I watched on his Instagram was him, like you said, packing up shipments. I don't know what he was shipping out, but he was like, I'm going to drop 2 bands on this package. I'm going to drop $1,000 in this one, a few hundred for this one. And it was, immediately read to me as a scam.
Yeah. And it was just classic fishy weird shit. And I started looking on Reddit and I found this post. Does anyone know if the Real Greatness TikToker is a legit person or a scammer? I'm not sure if something like this is allowed here, but I'm genuinely curious. Someone I know claims to have given some TikToker named The Real Greatness or something like that upwards of $500 to get t-shirts and other undisclosed things, which they haven't received yet. I'm wondering if this person got taken for a ride and lost their money, or is this a legitimate and honest person? I'm unfamiliar with TikTok in general. This is just the information they gave me.
Yeah, so that sounds to me like a grifter for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've just got a bunch of comments to that, just talking about how this is most definitely a scam. And
so this guy, the OP, the original poster, said, I did a mini deep dive trying to learn more about this Real Greatness person, and I found that there's an entire TikTok dedicated to exposing this person scamming. I guess the idea is that this greatness person is trying to accomplish if you spend $200 on the store, you may be awarded $2,000.
2,000 greatness dollars.
Greatness dollars. And then there's a lot of people say, I got scammed by him. I ordered stuff. It never showed up. This guy says my grandma texted him on Facebook and she spent $50 on a Bitcoin machine. And he said she needed to spend $50 on a gift card. All she had was $50. So he asked for her social security and ID pictures. He's for sure a scam.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it's on the level.
No.
So what are we going to do about this greatness guy? Like, I think we need to take him to task somehow. Like, should we go ahead and officially name him as an enemy of the show?
I think we should.
I think that's really our only course of action here at this point.
We definitely should. And the move that he's making now is the video that you sent of the song with him and Violent J and Vanilla Ice.
So this guy's also like a rapper, a Christian rapper, because I mean, like a lot of this stuff is all about God and Jesus and what have you.
But he like cusses and
he swears. He's homophobic.
Uh-huh.
He made basically a diss song against Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X, and
who's
he's like, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass with a cross if you're so gay.
Yeah, super, super homophobic stuff. Lil Nas X is a homosexual rapper, and this guy seems to have a big problem with that.
Real big. Anything that the Bible says is wrong, he's not down for that.
And he's also like bad. Like he's not a good rapper.
Yeah, he's a
either.
bad rapper.
Like I think he would get a little bit more of a pass from me and probably Satchmo at least, if he had like a little bit of a better flow.
Yeah,
but it's just a really lackluster lyricist and poor delivery. So I mean that alone is reason enough to have this guy on the enemies list. Aside from the fact that he's scamming people.
Yeah. And the way that video was edited, the one that went viral and got all big that you sent me, it made it look like it was a Violent J song featuring Vanilla Ice and this guy, The Greatness.
Yeah.
And it had like Violent J's new fucking slut girlfriend in it. That was like,
yeah, basically this is just like a real basic rap video with two Instagram models, presumably, and like a couple of luxury cars, and they're
in a driveway
in front of like a driveway of a mansion.
Not even a mansion, just kind of a house with a nice front.
But yeah, exactly. The editing's real bad. Just I don't.
It was real cheesy looking, and the way that the reel was set up, it made it look like it was a Violent J project, which makes sense because Violent J does a lot of suspect stuff. Especially now, he's in a weird zone now.
Yeah, he's definitely kind of losing his marbles and his grasp on reality.
So I said, this checks out. This guy probably paid him $1,000. He was hard up for money, so he took it. And then when we went to go seek out the video today to go find it, we realized that this is actually The Greatness song. The song, it starts with The Greatness, his verse. It goes hook by him, verse by him, another hook, then Violent J, and then Vanilla Ice. So it's pretty much The Greatness song.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's released on Vanilla Ice's channel. And then the editing is in the style of The Greatness, because the editing was exactly the same on the Lil Nas X.
Yeah, the editing's very bad. You would assume for this presumably very wealthy guy that he would afford, some better editing with better effects. But I mean, it's just real low end looking.
Real low end. His website is real low end, and he's claiming to give away millions of dollars.
Yeah,
every month.
Supposedly, this guy's claiming to be some sort of multimillionaire. Like I don't have access to his bank account or his financial records, but you got to question that a little bit.
Yeah, and this guy is now crossing over into the Juggalo world. And let's face it, like we're not the brightest people, Juggalos.
No, not at all. I mean,
and a lot of us are easily tricked. A lot more than others.
Certainly,
and. I don't think it's fair for you to come in and take advantage of us. So.
No, yeah. So if you're watching this and you're a juggalo, be careful, man. There's this grifter on the prowl. He's looking to take advantage of you. Don't give him a dime. Don't give him a dime. And Greatness, if you're watching this, if you want to come on this show and defend your actions, we're happy to have you. But be prepared
to
get
the number on the screen.
Yeah, be prepared to get the third degree.
Yeah,
third degree from us, and prepare to face some tough line of questioning.
Yeah. So we have this whole. We'll just pull up this Reddit thread and just pull up all these accusations and stories.
He's a scam, says regular potential 9-1. Thank you, Satchmo. That was actually helpful.
And then there was another one that I read in here that was really good. Oh yeah, he's a thief and scam. Facebook banned him. He created more accounts, The Real Greatness, etc. His name is Jason Jensen, lives in Tampa, Florida. If you're a victim, his excuse is someone hacked his name and robbed you. He's a rapper that never made it big, and he steals bank info on Facebook and now sells merchandise you will never receive. Call the feds on him. He's banned from Facebook. Do not click his link. He sends suddenly your bank account info is shared. Banks are federal. The feds need to stop this guy. So apparently he's stealing people's bank info and charging them.
Yeah, it sounds like he is not member FDIC.
And there's people on here that are like, yeah, this guy's hitting me up right now, constantly messaging me, asking me for money. He's like, hey, you owe money, you owe money.
He recently ran an iTunes offer saying the first 50 people to purchase his new iTunes song will win $1,000. and there are tons of purchases, but supposedly no one's ever money. That's another thing you were saying is like, where are all these big money winners? You would think that they would be vouching for this guy. They're nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
You only got these people saying that they were scammed or their grandmother was cheated out of a Bitcoin machine.
Mm-hmm. Where are these fucking these 50 people that won $1,000?
Where are they, Jensen? Where are they?
And yeah, I dug into this for upwards of 25 minutes. And I couldn't find a single video of anybody saying that they won something from him, got some sort of money. The best I found was text posts on Reddit of people saying, I ordered a shirt and I got it. I didn't win the money, but I got my merch. So
were they satisfied? They were satisfied with their greatness shirt?
Yeah. So these people seemed like they were either Jordan Jensen himself or a friend or someone in his camp.
Violent J, possibly.
Because they would say things like, he's not a scam. He's actually great. And his stuff showed up and it was awesome. And people say this, it's a fake account that you got scammed by. And that's another thing, the real greatness, or he's actually called Greatness Reinvented right now. And it's impossible to like Google him and keep track of it. Because it's such a vague name.
Right. It's constantly making all these new accounts and just popping, from one account to the other. It's a real charlatan, this Jensen fellow.
When I Googled Greatness Reinvented, it gave me like a GNC ad because that was their slogan at one time. Greatness Reinvented.
And you know what? I'm going to need Free Candy to let us know that he's not, in cahoots with this fellow, because I feel like Free Candy's been radio silent on this greatness guy so far. We haven't heard Free Candy's take on that. I mean, it just seems a little bit fishy. So Free Candy, but if you could sound off and let us know that you have nothing to do with this scam. I'll take you at your word for it, but I need to hear it from you, Free Candy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure he's good. Well, Smorgo, do you have anything to say on the way out? What's his name?
His name's Satchmo. Satchmo, like the trumpet player Louis Armstrong.
Like a satchel.
Satchmo.
Was that
Computer.
Louis Armstrong's nickname?
Who is Satchmo? It is me.
Computer. Who's Satchmo?
Computer, stop.
Jesus. Okay. I think that Satchmo, look, I'm sorry that it was kind of awkward and it kind of took a while for us to get our groove, but I feel like we're finally getting it now. And I'm sorry that, it was a little awkward, but I think that this can grow and do a good thing. You could be a good third mic.
Very limited role, Satchmo. You're going to have to, when I tell you to duck under the table, you're going to have to do that and not just keep popping up and getting your 2 cents in.
Yeah. But I think that once we figure out, your exact role and the frequency that you're going to be around, I think you're going to be a great addition to the show, bud. So
yeah, everybody give a round of applause to Satchmo.
How do we? Well,
he just dapped you with his
with
little
the ear and the horn. Oh, okay.
Some sort of unicorn, I think. Satchmo, what are you?
He doesn't know. So sound off if you know what Satchmo is. Sound off with the ideas for us, what we're going to try, what we're going to be called, what kind of guys we are. Sound off with the other thing that we just recently asked you to sound off
your social security number and bank information, please.
And bank info. And we love you, and we'll see you next week.
Bye!
Natural Habitat Recordings.